Am I in the air?
Well, what is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news, television, movies, non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-to-week basis to get it all broken down. It's season 28, episode 31, and tonight's show is titled Chaos Loves Company. We're going to be breaking down the news from August the 7th through today, August the 13th. So strap on in. We got a couple non-spoiler movies to talk about, got a TV show to talk about, and then, of course, we'll get you caught up with all the latest and the greatest in entertainment news, everything that's dropped in the last 7 days. Are you ready? Now, I'm going to plug it one last time in case you guys missed it, in case you just somehow sleeping under a rock the last couple weeks. The Deadpool Am I Still on the Air spoiler review is available. Have you checked it out yet? I know it's 2 hours. I know it's a lot of your time. Listen to it in chunks, whatever you got to do. But the spoiler review is here. It's in video form on the YouTube page. Go to youtube.com/Am I on the Air and check it out right there on the video page. We also have a playlist called Am I Still on the Air? All our videos are housed in there when it comes to spoiler reviews. But if you like to just listen to the podcast, of course, there's an audio version right here on this same podcast feed. So make sure, if you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, I've seen it 3 times. You need to go watch the spoiler review. Watch or listen to it. Check it out. Last time I'm plugging it. It's there. Go peep it. Okay, let's jump into the current stuff, okay? I'm here to talk about the biggest movie in the world. No, I'm just playing. It's not, because this is probably one of the biggest bombs in the last year. A movie that is getting panned all over the place. And I'm going to create some controversy here. So we're here to talk about Borderlands. That's right, the new film written and directed by Eli Roth. We love Eli Roth here, especially when he's in his horror genre, right? When we get things like Hostel, get things like Thanksgiving, that's where Eli Roth shines. But you know what? He wanted to test his skills here with a big budget video game adaptation. And that's where Borderlands comes into play. This one here, you get Cate Blanchett, you get Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Jamie Lee Curtis, Ariana Greenblatt, Florian Montañu, Edgar Ramirez, Gina Gershon, Haley Bennett. The list goes on and on. What a stacked cast you got here. How can this go wrong? That's the question I pose, right? But this movie has been on a journey, man. They made this film in 2021. Let that soak in real quick. 2021. And then it sat on a shelf. And they were tweaking things. They were trying to figure things out. And then they decided, we want to do some reshoots. But Eli Roth wasn't available because he was making Thanksgiving. So they got Tim Miller, the man who directed Deadpool 1, to step in, do some reshoots, and really get this thing shined up and ready to rock and roll for all the audiences here in 2024. And then the movie came out this past weekend and got bombarded with horrible reviews, and then made almost no money at the box office this past weekend to become one of the biggest question marks of the calendar year. It's insane, guys. It's insane. When the critic ratings started dropping for this movie literally debuted with a 0% from critics. And I said, damn, 0%? That's rough, man. That is the roughest of the rough that you can get. And, and then a couple days went by and it went up to like 6%, 10%, went back down a little bit, went back up a little bit. but man, horrible critic ranking. And then, I was talking to my brother-in-law and I said, let's wait and see what the audience rating is. And the audience rating for this film is sitting at about 55%. So right there, you got the same kind of divisiveness, right? You got half the people liking it and half the people not. I started watching some reviews online and everybody was just mad dogging this movie. So I went to go see it last week and I went to see it in IMAX and I said, fingers crossed, hopefully it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. And here's where the controversy is going to come to play. Because I don't think it's as bad as everybody's making it out to be. I really don't. I feel like every year or two, there's a movie that comes out that everybody really overly jumps on this train of how bad a movie is. And once that word starts going around, this is the kind of thing where people didn't even see the movie and they're talking shit online, right? About how bad the movie is. And it's like, dude, you didn't even see it, right? But it's the trendy thing to do right now. Everybody hates it, so I might as well hate it too. It's not that bad, guys. It really isn't. I mean, the cast is great. It's got some fun to it. It's got some humor to it. It's got some decent action. It looks cool. I had an okay time with it. Am I here to tell you that everybody's got it all wrong and the movie's amazing? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. So let's pump the brakes and let's understand what I'm saying here. I'm not saying it's great or amazing. I'm saying it was a decent time at the theater. I didn't mind seeing it. I went and saw it with a couple friends. They liked it as well. And we all walked out kind of scratching our heads, going, why is everybody hating on this thing so much? Because I don't feel it deserves it. I really don't. It, if you go back, a lot of people were saying that Madam Web is one of the worst movies of the year. And there's a lot that's bad with Madam Web, and I can kind of understand where people come with it. With Borderlands, there's not the obviousness of what's bad here. Like, to me, nothing really stood out like, oh my God, that's horrible. What stands out to me is that it's a very dated kind of movie. When you saw the trailer, you were like, oh, this is going to be like a C level, D level knockoff of Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's really what it is. It honestly is. It's trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's not as cool, right? It's not set in as cool of a world as Marvel. But this movie does feel like it belongs in the 90s. This feels like a throwback to a 90s action video game adaptation, which understandably I could see people saying, well, yeah, that sucks. Because yes, those 90s kind of action movies, especially video game adaptations, sucked for the most part. But other than how dated it kind of feels at times, like I said, I had a fun time with it. Sometimes the humor is pushed too hard, especially Jack Black doing the voice as Claptrap. Claptrap started off kind of funny and then got super annoying by the end of the film. But I thought everybody did a really good job with it. I thought Kate was amazing. I thought Kevin was funny. I thought Ariana Greenblatt was great. Yeah, I did not hate this movie. I don't think it's as bad as everybody's making it out to be. And it's just unfortunate to see what a joke it's become just from its ratings to the fact that nobody went to go see it over the weekend. This movie was made for about $115 million with a very low marketing budget because there's been zero marketing for this film. So that's another reason why I think nobody went to go see it because a lot of people didn't even know it came out. But $115 million and it only made $8 million at the box office. It didn't even crack the top three. It was number 4, I believe. If I glance at the box office, yeah, number 4 with 8.6 million. Yeah, the estimates had it at 15 to 20, and that was concerning, and it only made 8. So, how do you make a movie for 115 mil and only make 8 million opening weekend? That's really really rough. So, it's unfortunate because I don't feel like the team here deserves it, but it is what it is when it comes down to it. I would give Borderlands a 3 out of 5. I had fun with it. Like I said, I'm not going to tell you to rush out and see it. This definitely feels like a Netflix kind of streaming movie. And, so check it out there when you get a chance. And who knows, maybe it'll become cult like status at some point. But that's Borderlands 3 out of 5. The other new movie I saw over the weekend was The Instigators. This is switching on over to the streaming side because this is an Apple TV Plus original starring Matt Damon and Casey Affleck. It is a heist movie gone wrong. That's right. They're two guys, two criminals that are basically on their down luck and they need to make some quick money and they go to do a heist together and it definitely goes off the rails and we're just off to the races from there. It's a really good cast, man. Not only do you have Matt Damon and Casey Affleck, but you got Michael Stuhlbarg, you got Paul Walter Hauser, Ving Rhames, Alfred Molina, Toby Jones, Ron Perlman. This thing's pretty damn stacked. But unfortunately, it didn't work for me. This was a really bummer for me because it's directed by Doug Liman. I love pretty much everything Doug Liman has done. Like I said, Matt Damon and Casey Affleck, awesome. The cast, great. It's a heist movie. I love heist movies. I was ready. But at the end of the day, this movie was super boring. Nothing really happened. And it was just kind of a letdown. So at best, it is just okay. Maybe you might want to give it a quick little watch since it is a streaming movie on a weekend if you're bored for an hour and 41 minutes. And then let me know what you think. But I can only give The Instigators 2 out of 5 stars. It was just okay at best. And then switch on over to the TV side. I finally started Sunny, which is a new show starring Rashida Jones over on Apple TV Plus. And I've been meaning to get into this one. It's been out for a couple weeks now, but I haven't had a chance. I watched the pilot episode, and this one here is about the life of an American woman living in Kyoto, Japan, when her life is upended when her husband and son disappear in a mysterious plane crash. As a consolation, she's giving Sunny, who's one of a new class of domestic robots made by her husband's electronics company. So yes, the show is called Sunny. It's about this little robot named Sunny, who's trying to help her through her grief, but her husband designed this robot, and there's more than meets the eye. And it's, this is a mystery drama. It's got a little bit of humor to it. I love Rashida Jones. This looked really weird and kind of unique, and I've heard really good things about it, so I definitely want to jump in and see it. I was I really did like the first episode, so I'll definitely be moving along on this one. The first several episodes are now streaming over on Apple TV Plus. So thumbs up for me on Sunny. So let's recap real quick. We got Borderlands now in theaters, 3 out of 5. The Instigators now streaming on Apple TV Plus, 2 out of 5. And over on the TV side, Sunny on Apple TV Plus with a thumbs up there. Let's switch on over to our box office. Coming in number 10, it's Long Legs. Number 9 is Cuckoo. Number 8, Harold and the Purple Crayon. Number 7, Inside Out 2. Number 6, Trap. Number 5, Despicable Me 4. Number 4, Borderlands, like we talked about, only making it to number 4 with 8.6 million. Number 3 is Twisters, bringing in another 15 mil, and as of today is now streaming on premium video on demand, so you can rent or buy it as of today online. Number 2 is another big debut, It Ends With Us, which is a big romantic drama that just came out based on the best-selling book with Blake Lively. What a coincidence, right? To have a big movie with Blake Lively and a big movie with Ryan Reynolds. They are a married couple. It's the first time, I think, since the 80s when Bruce Willis and Demi Moore had the top 2 films. That's how long it's been since there's been a married couple with the number 1 and number 2 films. Pretty amazing. This was a tight race over the weekend, but It Ends With Us finished out at number 2 with $50 million. What an amazing debut for one of these kind of romantic dramas. 50 mil, and then coming in number 1 again for the third week in a row is Deadpool and Wolverine. Spoiler review, plug, check it out. Deadpool and Wolverine number 1 once again with $53.7 million, so almost 54, beating out It Ends With Us by just about $4 million bucks. So very, very close race there between number 1 and number 2. And very cool to see. I bet they were definitely popping champagne bottles together over the weekend. So there you go. That is our box office, and that's our review. So let's get on over to our news of the week. First up on the trailer side, of course, we have the new trailer for Rebel Ridge. This is a new Netflix original film that debuts September 6th. He didn't start the fight, but he will finish it. Rebel Ridge is the next film by Jeremy Saulnier. It premieres September 6th, starring Aaron Pierre, Don Johnson, and Anna Sophia Robb. I really like this trailer. It looks kind of like a Reacher, which I love Reacher, so this is pretty cool here. I'll definitely be checking this out on Netflix September 6th. Pretty exciting news here. You know, George Clooney and Brad Pitt have a new movie coming out in about a month called Wolves. And it looks really, really good. And the buzz is actually really good for it. But in a weird kind of move, Apple TV Plus, which this is an Apple TV original film, was going to give it a full theatrical run. And then it was going to go to streaming a little bit later on, like they've done for a lot of their movies. Well, now it's only going to be in theaters for 1 week. And then it's going to immediately the following week go to Apple TV Plus, where you can stream it if you are a subscriber. So, very interesting tactic there by Apple. But with doing that, they've also announced that they're working on a sequel. That's right. They're going to bring George Clooney and Brad Pitt back. They're bringing John Watts back, and they're bringing the whole team back to do a sequel. So, big news there. So, we're going to get it quicker on streaming, and you're going to get a sequel. So, I'll definitely probably still check this one out in the theater, man, because I think it looks really, really good. All right, cast update. Patricia Arquette and Tom Felton have joined Zazie Beetz in the cast of They Will Kill You, the thriller being produced by Nocturne Pictures, with the horror label formed earlier this year by Skydance and Andy and Barbara Muschietti. Adam Sandler spreads the love in the new trailer for Netflix comedy that he's got coming out, directed by Josh Safdie. It is called I Love You. So that's going to be coming soon to Netflix. We got a really cool article up talking about how the summer box office went from tragic to magic. That's right. So check that out to see how things were struggling. And then Inside Out came along, and Minions, and Bad Boys, and Deadpool and Wolverine, Twisters, and things just started going up from there. So check that out. We have your first look at Kate Blanchett and Kevin Kline, along with Sacha Baron Cohen and Alfonso Cuarón's new film Disclaimer. The Devil in the White City series is still in the works, even though Hulu is not going to be doing it anymore. They're still working on it and shopping it around. A Different World sequel series is in the works over at Netflix. We have the trailer for Hounds of War, which is Frank Grillo's new revenge movie. We have the new, let's see here. Actually, no, I don't have a trailer for it yet, but Josh Duhamel, along with Lucas Gage, are set to lead a new crime thriller called Full Throttle Mindset. American Sports Story has dropped its first teaser trailer for the Aaron Hernandez story. This looks really, really good, man. I'll definitely be checking out this American Sports Story for sure. We have the teaser trailer for Presence, which is Steven Soderbergh's new movie that he's got coming out. We have the trailer for Succubus, which is starring Ron Perlman. A lot of people were hoping that they were going to do a sequel to Confess Fletch, which was the new Fletch kind of reboot that they did with John Hamm. They were going to move along with a sequel on it, but now the director and the producers are saying it's no longer happening, and they're just going to have to leave that one alone. I have not seen Confess Fletch. It is actually sitting on my movie queue, and hopefully one of these days I'll check it out. All Her Fault is a new movie being put together, and they just added Dakota Fanning and Abby Elliott to the new thriller, and it is going to be a Peacock exclusive. Angela Bassett, along with Courtney B. Vance, are developing a Philadelphia cop drama for NBC. We have the trailer for St. Denis Medical. This is NBC's new hospital comedy from the creators of, oh my God, Superstore. So I'm so sold on this one, man. I love Superstore. I love when NBC does a strong comedy. I watched this trailer. It's got a great cast, and it has that same kind of like workplace humor, and I love it. So can't wait for St. Denis Medical. Colin from Accounts Season 2 is dropping on Paramount Plus on September 26th. The Scrubs creator says he's definitely going to be doing a revival of the acclaimed medical sitcom. So I know a lot of people will be really, really excited about that one there. Craven the Hunter has officially been rated R for strong, bloody violence and language. We heard the rumors it was coming. Now it is official. Rated R, baby. It looks like Netflix has quietly canceled Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead franchise plans. He was going to be doing a sequel, he was going to be doing an animated special. A little bummed out. I love Army of the Dead, and I was totally looking forward to a sequel to that. And yeah, it definitely bums me out a little bit there. Umbrella Academy, the newest season, the final season, is now streaming over on Netflix. So make sure you check that out if you're interested. I'm not a fan of that show, but I know a lot of people are. We have the first trailer for Jason Reitman's Saturday Night. This is going to be hitting theaters on October 11th. And yes, it's about the very first episode of Saturday Night Live and how it all came to be. So it's 90 minutes before showtime, and we're off to the races, man. Are we going to make it work? How are we going to do it? And yes, it comes out October 11th. It looks really good. I'm excited. Saturday night, check out the trailer. American Sports Story, Aaron Hernandez is going to be premiering on FX and Hulu on September 19th. We have the trailer for Uglies, which is based on the best-selling novel. This is premiering on September 13th on Netflix, starring Joey King, Chase Stokes, Brianne Tihu, Keith Powers, and Laverne Cox. So check out that trailer there. I heard the book is really good. Ted Lasso co-creator is waiting on Jason Sudeikis to make an official decision about season 4. So there you go. Doesn't mean it's dead yet. Grace Van Patten and Jackson White face more drama in a toxic dynamic in Hulu's Tell Me Lies. Season 2 trailer has dropped, so check that out if you're interested. It is official. We talked about this rumor, but now it is official. The Yellowstone sequel series is starting to take shape. It will be titled Madison, and it will star Michelle Pfeiffer, and it'll be the next series to roll out in the Yellowstone universe. Netflix has dropped the Diplomat Season 2 first look. It'll be hitting the streamer on October 31st. Donald Trump has agreed to debate Kamala Harris. That'll be September 10th on ABC. The Rookie, True Valentino, is not returning for Season 7. Roy Wood Jr. is set to host a stateside version of Have I Got News for You, coming over to CNN. Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? Yes, the spinoff is coming. Amazon has set an October premiere for the Travis Kelce hosted game show. The Penguin is looking like a Scarface story of Oswald Cobblepot's rise to power, and that gets me even more excited for this show, man. I can't wait. Pixar's Inside Out 2 is coming to streaming on August 20th. Nick Kroll, along with Amanda Seyfried, their new comedic thriller is coming out in 2025 called I Don't Understand You. Robert Downey Jr. cameo was planned for Deadpool and Wolverine, but it didn't go through. Why? Because he got the Doctor Doom role. That's right. So before he was officially announced to come back as Doctor Doom, the Deadpool and Wolverine team toyed with bringing him back. Supposedly, Ryan Reynolds went to Robert Downey. They read the lines. They came up with a script, supposedly, with what was going to happen, and he was kind of down to do it. But then the Doctor Doom stuff kind of happened, and he decided against it. So, would have been really cool, especially when you see what they were going to do with it. But I understand at the same time. Furiosa is now going to start streaming this. I thought it was already streaming, but it's coming to streaming on August 16th. That's right, over on Max. So if you missed it in the theaters, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, is coming to Max. So there you go. Get ready for it, August 16th. We have the first full trailer for Snow White. That's right. It's a little teaser trailer. It comes out March 21st, 2025. We got a lot of trailers that dropped a couple days ago because Disney did its big D23 presentation. D23 they do every couple years. Talks about all their new movies and TV shows and everything in between, the park, anything Disney, they talk about at D23. And this past Friday night was when they were just dropping trailers left and right. Some stuff went online, some stuff that didn't. Some stuff got leaked, like Daredevil trailer. I saw it. It was awesome. But yes, I don't condone watching leaked trailers. I'm just saying, and maybe you saw it. It was pretty damn cool. Captain America Brave New World. I didn't see it. Maybe I did. Just really cool stuff. Don't condone watching leaked trailers, by the way. But this is official. The Snow White trailer, like I said, in theaters March 21st, 2025 with Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot. We have the new trailer for Mufasa, The Lion King, comes out December 20th. Looks really cool. Shrinking. I'm going off the D23 thing real quick. Shrinking season 2 coming back October 16th on Apple TV Plus. I love this show. Shrinking is one of the best shows on television, and I'm so excited it's back October 16th. Going back to D23, Avatar 3, baby. We got the official title. James Cameron dropped it. Avatar 3 is officially titled Avatar Fire and Ash. I love it. So cool, and I love it. The Accountant 2 will be releasing in theaters on April 25th, 2025. I love that. I love The Accountant. Can't wait to see the sequel in theaters April 25th. We also found out, they did a little Tron presentation. They showed some stuff to the audience. I did not see anything for this one, but the big announcement that Nine Inch Nails is going to be doing the score for Tron Ares, and that is super exciting. I know a lot of people wanted Daft Punk to come back, but Daft Punk ain't a thing no more. They broke up, and now Nine Inch Nails is taking the reins, and that's pretty damn awesome. So there you go. Um, we have the first logo look at the Mandalorian and Grogu. The Star Wars movie is officially in production. It hits theaters on May 2026, and they did show some stuff to the audience, but I did not see it. The new trailer for Moana 2 dropped. This hits theaters on November 27th. Looks awesome. They did the first little look at the live action Stitch, which looks really cool. Comes out summer of 2025. Stitch looks awesome, man. I think he looks super cute, and that's cool. Andor Season 2 details. It will take place over 4 years. Will be a 1-year time jump every 3 episodes. Ben Mendelsohn returns as Director Krennic. Forrest Whitaker returns as Saw Gerrera. Alan Tudyk returns as the voice of K2SO, and the show will hit Disney Plus in 2025. Speaking of Star Wars, we also have the first trailer for Star Wars Skeleton Crew. This is coming to Disney Plus on December 3rd. This looks like a kids show, Star Wars, but I'm down, man. Showed my daughter this, and this could be a cool little family one to watch. Hoping for good things. John Watts put this one together. Of course, the director of the big 3 Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. Jude Law is in this one, so it looks fun. Looks like a throwback. Looks like a little, Steven Spielberg ET-ish. And I'm down, man. Skeleton Crew, December 3rd. They also announced at D23 that Incredibles 3 is officially happening. We have the new trailer for a new Pixar series called Win or Lose. This is Pixar's first time doing a television show, and the show will release on Disney Plus December 6th. Dream Productions is going to be the next project in the Inside Out universe. This will be hitting Disney Plus in 2025, so getting a little spin-off there. We have the new poster for Agatha All Along, which starts streaming on September 18th, plus the brand new trailer. I'm excited for Agatha. This new trailer is great, and it's going to be a 2-episode premiere on September 18th. We got your first look at Red Hulk for Captain America Brave New World. This is our first full front look at him because we got a quick little tease of the back on the trailer that came out a month or so ago. But this is a nice little picture of him from the new trailer that they showed the crowd. So that was a lot of the D23 stuff there. The Simpsons is setting 4 exclusive episodes for Disney Plus. Season 35 will also premiere on the streamer. So even though it's still going to be on Fox, they're doing specials that will air on Disney Plus. I think Family Guy is going to do the same thing. Percy Jackson Season 2. It's got some new casting that they announced at D23. They also released a first look at the upcoming Wizards of Waverly Place sequel called Wizards Beyond Waverly Place that they're putting together. We got the new poster for Moana 2, which looks awesome. Crawl 2. Do you ever think we're going to get a sequel to this? I actually really like Crawl. I had forgotten about this movie, about this killer alligator. But all of a sudden, it's heating up that they're going to do a sequel. Paramount Pictures is crawling back for more. The studio's deep in development on a sequel to Crawl, the gator gnashing horror movie released back in 2019, and it's eyeing a fall shoot in Europe. Alexandra Aja will return to direct. So very cool there. Let's do it, man. I'm down. Colin Hanks is joining Nobody 2. That's right, Universal's sequel to the 2021 surprise hit. Plot details are being kept secret, but sources say that Hanks will play a corrupt sheriff with none too nice ambitions. I love it. So Colin Hanks joining Bob Odenkirk's Nobody 2. Oh man, Joaquin Phoenix causing some waves in Hollywood right now. He has exited Todd Haynes' new planned romantic drama feature. The Untitled project is no longer moving forward after the actor dropped out just 5 days before filming was set to begin in Guadalajara, Mexico. So, yes, what's weird about this is that this is a gay romance movie that supposedly Joaquin Phoenix brought to the studio and talked Todd Haynes into directing. And like I said, they were 5 days away from shooting, and he just abruptly quit the movie and said, I don't want to do this no more. And a lot of people are saying he was getting cold feet because this is a gay romance movie and he didn't want to do the big graphic sexual scenes. But a lot of people are confused because, again, he's the one that brought this movie to the studios and said, I want to do it. What's really causing drama is the fact that they were 5 days from shooting and now everyone is out of work. And that's a bummer. And the studio is probably going to enforce legal action against him for doing this. So we'll see what happens with this situation. Lisa Vanderpump series has been renewed at Hulu. Congrats there. New Pixar movie Elio has cast Zoe Saldana to lead. Dwayne The Rock Johnson announced a Monster Jam Disney movie is in the works, and it sounds like this isn't really a movie. It's going to be more of like a documentary about Monster Jam, but we'll see what ends up happening with that. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 was officially announced at D23, so we are getting more Daredevil, which is awesome because that trailer that they dropped for the crowd there that I did not see, because I don't watch leaked trailers, was fantastic. It was such a great trailer. It looks so good. But that's what I heard. I mean, if I had saw it, it probably looked really good. But yeah. Let's see here. Frozen 3 has been delayed. That's right. It was going to come out in 2026. Now it's coming out in 2027. We have the first trailer for Woman of the Hour, which is Anna Kendrick's new mystery crime drama. Twisted Metal Season 2 has officially begun production. It's about damn time. I want more Twisted Metal. I love Season 1. Let's go. Tiana, the Disney Plus series. We get your first look at the Princess and the Frog spinoff. Marvel's Zombies and X-Men 97, along with Eyes of Wakanda. We got some updates on all the series coming from D23, so check that out if you're interested. Tracker has a shakeup as a certain character is out ahead of season 2. Check that out if you're interested. I won't spoil it for nobody. Freaky Friday 2 is in production right now, and the official title was announced. It'll be called Freakier Friday, with Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis. The Borderlands stunt coordinator says that the film was originally shot with an R rating in mind. And I've heard people say this before, that it looked like the editing was off in this film. And that was one of the reasons that people thought that the movie was shot to be rated R. And at some point they said, no, we can't do this as rated R. Edit it to PG-13. And that's why the movie feels jumbled at times. So that would make a lot of sense. Hopefully when this thing hits digital, they will put out the R-rated version, but we'll see how that plays out. Evil Dead Rises' Lily Sullivan has joined the Megan spinoff Soulmate as the horror film's lead love bot. I love it. Great, great addition there. Box office milestone, baby. It is official. We knew it would do it, and it did it this past weekend. Deadpool and Wolverine officially crossed the $1 billion. That's right, 1 billion with a B, on its way to becoming the top R-rated picture of all time. It looks like it'll pass Joker by this next weekend to officially be the record holder. Congratulations to Deadpool and Wolverine. That is awesome, man. Let's see here. The Simpsons will also release an XL Christmas special that will be exclusively on Disney Plus. Let me see here. I'm going to skip some of the box office stuff here because we already talked about it. Alien Romulus launched yesterday for critics. We have the first reactions posted, and I'll just tell you this. It's been outstandingly positive. People are saying this movie is amazing. It's super scary. It's one of the best alien movies I've ever done. I'm so excited. I'm going Thursday night in IMAX, and I can't wait to see Alien Romulus. So glad to hear the buzz is strong. An Anthony Bourdain biopic is in the works called Tony, and the holdover star Dominic Sessa will be playing him. Theo James gets bloody in the new teaser for The Monkey. That's right, Neon has shared the first teaser for The Monkey ahead of the horror movie's February 21st, 2025 release date, starring Theo James. John Slattery is set to star in Rainmaker reboot over on the USA Network, based on the John Grisham book, and he's going to be playing the John Voight role from the movie. Heather Graham has officially joined Zazie Beetz in the thriller They Will Kill You. So nice addition there. Glad to see Heather Graham doing some big stuff. Um, MTV Video Music Awards has had to move its dates to avoid the debate conflict. That's right. They didn't want to go on the same day as the debate. I don't blame them. James Wan is in talks to direct The Creature from the Black Lagoon remake. Yeah, man, The Creature from the Black Lagoon is rising once again. James Wan, the creator of the Saw and Conjuring franchises, is developing a new take on the classic Universal monster property and is in early talks to direct the project as well. So that could be really, really cool. We have the trailer for Hysteria, which is a new show coming to Peacock. And I've heard good things, so I'm getting excited for this one here. Jared Padalecki is joining CBS's Fire Country for season 3. And yes, there's already talk of a spinoff with him. So why not, right? Um, let's see here. Could The Simpsons and Family Guy be entering their final seasons on Fox? Maybe. So check out that article to see kind of the breakdown there. Grey's Anatomy has increased Scott Speedman's season 21 episode count. The Chi has promoted Lynn Whitfield ahead of season 7. Ghostbusters animated series has been ordered by Netflix. We got an article up with James Cameron talking about a secret Terminator project, Fantastic Voyage rumors, his 4K transfers, and a whole bunch more. So check that out if you're interested. Rosario Dawson is set to produce and star in a new action thriller called Midnight alongside Alexandra Shipp and Mila Jovovich. I like it. I like the casting. The Acolyte's Manny Jacinto has been cast as Lindsay Lohan's husband in Freakier Friday. So there you go there. We have the new trailer for Slow Horses Season 4. That's right, it's going to drop on Apple TV Plus on September 4th. So check that out if you're interested. Love Island Games has been renewed for Season 2 over on Peacock. Frozen 3 official release date just dropped right a couple hours ago. It'll hit theaters on November 24th, 2027. They've also confirmed that they want to do a Frozen 4. So there you go. The kids that grew up on Frozen are going to be like in their 20s or 30s by the time Frozen 4 comes out. But yes, November 24th, 2027. We have the trailer for Omni Loop, which stars Ayo Edebiri and Mary Louise Parker. So check that out. Supercell has been renewed for a second season over on Netflix. Lakeith Stanfield has been cast in Die My Love, which is Jennifer Lawrence's new movie. Never Let Go, the new Halle Berry movie, is going to be dropping on September 20th. Excuse me. Grotesque, which is Ryan Murphy's newest horror drama, is going to be dropping on September 25th. David Rizaldo has been cast in Soulmate, the Megan spinoff movie as well. Blue Eye Samurai Season 2 is going to be coming out shortly. Matt Bomer, along with Nathan Lane, their new Golden Girls-inspired sitcom from the creators of Will and Grace and executive produced by Ryan Murphy, is going to be coming to Hulu. Hulu picking up the rights to that one there. Maggie Q's Bosch Legacy spinoff has added a bunch of casting to that show. I haven't watched Bosch. I haven't watched Bosch Legacy. But if Maggie Q's getting her own show, I might be checking that one out. A Baywatch documentary series is dropping, and the new teaser just dropped, talking about the lifeguard drama High and Lows. Dancing with the Stars, all 3 judges are going to be returning for season 33. The Old Man, Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow are back in a new trailer for season 2 of the FX series. Jamie Foxx has leaked the trailer to his own unreleasable film that he did called All-Star Weekend. Yes, this was a movie he filmed a couple years ago, and it's been sitting on a shelf because the studio says it's unreleasable because the comedy is too much for today's audience, and they're afraid to release it. But Jamie Foxx said, you know what? I think we can put it out. And he leaked the trailer himself. So hoping to catch that Deadpool vibe, right? Boy George is getting a biopic developed at TriStar with J.C. Lee penning the script. The Matrix is coming back to theaters for a 25th anniversary. Fathom Events has announced. I would love to see The Matrix, man. We should totally go back to the theater for that one and celebrate that 25 years. Um, A24 hits are coming to Max. Civil War will start streaming on Max on September 13th, and I Saw the TV Glow will start streaming on September 20th, exclusively on Max. The new HBO original series Dune Prophecy will be premiering this November on Max. And lastly, we got 8 movies now that have officially crossed the $1 billion mark at the worldwide box office since COVID. That's right, this is post-COVID. Deadpool and Wolverine is the 8th film to do it. We got films like Barbie, Avatar Way of Water, Spider-Man No Way Home, Top Gun Maverick, Jurassic World Dominion, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Inside Out 2, and now Deadpool and Wolverine. So 8 films joining that $1 billion club since COVID finished. And so pretty cool there. Just wanted to give a little shout out. And on that note, my friends, that is the end of the show. Look at us hitting about that 40-minute mark. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you feel knowledgeable. I hope you feel caught up on everything. If you want to check out any full articles or watch any of these trailers, go to our X page. It is twitter.com/amiontheair. You don't even have to have a Twitter account. Just go to that URL, bookmark it, and all the news, everything you want is right there for your taking. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Make sure you bookmark that. It's got all the socials, everything you need right there. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Follow us on X at AmIOnTheAir. Myself at DXDonMega. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast anywhere you listen. So things like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Amazon Music, we're everywhere. Just subscribe. Leave us a thumbs up, 5-star review. Whatever you can do really, really helps us out. We're on all the other socials too. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're on everything. Just search Am I on the Air and give us a follow. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Follow on Twitter at Red Dragons Radio. It's reddragonsradio.com and the Pop Culture Pros at popculture_pros. Thank you guys for always streaming us on demand. And that'll do it for me on this Tuesday, August the 13th. Like I said, this Thursday night in the IMAX, we're checking out Alien Romulus. I'm so excited for this one of my most anticipated movies of the summer, especially now that I'm hearing all the great things about it. And we'll be back next week to talk about it and anything else that pops up in the meantime. So take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all, peace. Red Dragon!